Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing all of this melanin, hi, my name is AJ and welcome and happy freaking new year. Okay, happy new year. It is 2021. We made it. Be blessed, be thankful. Just thank you. Okay, just say thank you and let's keep it going. So anyway, today is the first video of the new year, hence the reason why I said happy new year. I thought it'd be rude if I just came on here like it wasn't a new year. So couple things and we're gonna get into the video. So obviously the title of the video is Entrepreneur Life Behind the Scenes, so I'll get into all of that in a second. So I wanted to go ahead and start over, just get a fresh start and just create some new content and just keep it pushing for the new year and moving forward. Okay, today is also a very exciting video because this week is actually my first week as a full-time entrepreneur. It actually started Monday officially, but I'm just now getting around to recording, so yay me. So I'll get more into that as well throughout the video. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and be doing my makeup while I talk to you guys about these tips. Now also I do have some notes that I have jotted down here on the side. I might be moving my notebook around, so if you see me like looking over or anything like that, just know that's why. So I've already started doing my makeup, and if y'all want to know about any of the products I'm using, just ask me down in the comments because I really want to make sure this video is focused on the hair tips, and if I get distracted with trying to share products, we'll never get through this. So this is going to be for beginners. These are for the people, again, who don't know anything about hair extensions at all. Like, you're a virgin to the world. Maybe you don't even wear weave like that, but you would like to, but you don't know what exactly to do as far as getting into buying it for yourself. So this video is going to be more so pertaining to those super beginners, and then there will be tips in there for people who are looking to convert from a customer to a company and you're looking for vendors and things like that. So anyway, let's start off with the most important thing, which is the different types of hair that you could get. So when it comes to the hair extension world, there's so many types of hair extensions. You have to know what exactly you want to cater to your customers. Do you want to be selling synthetic hair? Do you want to be selling human hair? Those are the main two types, synthetic or human. Okay, so synthetic is pretty much plastic hair. It's fake hair. There's nothing real about it. It can't, some synthetic hair can take heat, but for the most part, if it gets too hot, it will melt. So synthetic hair is going to be for people who just like to change their hair up so much to the point that it would make no sense for them to invest in human hair, or maybe human hair is just something that's not in their budget, and so alternatively they take the synthetic hair route. And I will say that the synthetic hair game has definitely come up a very long way, and it's quite impressive. You know, this last year I did a lot of reviews on synthetic wigs because I was just genuinely impressed with how much they mimic human hair these days, as opposed to the early 2000s and late 90s where, you know, someone said they wore a wig, they were laughing at you because all you thinking about is your grandma wig that was sitting on that head. And it wasn't the most flattering, to say the least. So wigs, synthetic hair, all that has come a very long way. So yeah, so synthetic hair is pretty much going to be the hair that you find like in the beauty supply store, whether online beauty supplies or the ones you go to in person, and they are pretty much processed to look a certain way, so you cannot really alter them outside of, you know, either gluing or sewing them in and calling it a day. I wouldn't recommend sewing in synthetic hair because that's not the type of hair you want to be sleeping in. It mats up really fast and real easily, so you definitely want to get synthetic wigs that you can remove when you go to sleep so that you get more longevity out of those. And then you have the human hair. Now with human hair, there's different types. There's the human hair blend, which is a combination of synthetic fibers and human hair, but it's designed to be a cheaper alternative to investing in human hair, but something of better quality than 100% synthetic. So that hair will last you a little longer, but again, it's not authentic, so it will not last that long. Hold on a second, y'all. Ooh, I feel like that's the most crucial part. Ooh, okay, I feel like I was holding my breath. Does anyone else do that? Like, when you're doing your makeup, if you wear makeup, like hold your breath when you're doing certain things, as if one breath can literally mess up the whole thing. That's me. Like, I'm always doing that. But anyway, going back to the discussion, let me move my hair out the way. Okay, so matter of fact, let me clip this back. So like I was saying, human hair blend is pretty much going to be a combination of synthetic and human hair together to give you a higher quality of hair than just 100% synthetic, but still more affordable than going full-on human hair. So those are going to be like your more expensive hair packs that you see in the hair store. Like, I don't know the brands or anything, but I just, you know, it's been like years since I've actually bought hair from the beauty supply store like that, like human hair wise, so I couldn't tell you the first brand. But there's definitely nothing, and this is another thing, there's definitely nothing wrong with offering synthetic hair or human hair blend to your customers if that is your target audience. So you definitely need to know, like I said before, who are you selling hair to? Are you selling hair to the person that wants to, you know, be a synthetic wig or weave connoisseur? Or are you looking to sell your hair to someone who wants to spend a pretty penny to have hair that's going to last them a while? Once you know who your customer is, you envision your customer, you know who they are, then that's how you start to offer your product. Okay? So you need to know who you're selling to. That's the first thing. Then you can start researching the hair. Alright? So now we got the synthetic hair, we got the human hair blend. Now we're gonna move into human hair, okay? So when you have human hair, it breaks down into two categories when it comes to like the virgin hair world, and it's pretty much gonna be virgin hair and raw hair, okay? So one is better than the other. And then there's other stuff like mink hair and 6A hair and all that stuff. I'm gonna get into that, alright? So the definition of a virgin hair is hair that is human hair, 100% human hair, but it may have been altered for the curl pattern, such as steaming it, like wavy hair, kinky curly hair, deep curl, loose wave, deep wave. All of that is virgin hair, but it's not authentic virgin hair because it has been steamed for the curl pattern. So pretty much this quality of hair is pretty much going to be like the hair that you find on AliExpress. Y'all, I'm really trying to find this product and I've just been what is going on? What am I even looking for? Okay, I know what I'm looking for now. Okay, carry on. So pretty much this is going to be like AliExpress quality, right? Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with going on AliExpress. That's where a majority of, you know, hair companies get their hair from. But of course, it's also going to matter as far as like the vendor that you choose. Now, there's thousands, hundreds and thousands of vendors on there. So you just really got to take your time and dedicate it to finding a good vendor. And if you want to know how to find a good vendor and all that stuff, I can make another video about that. If y'all would like I said, this video is mainly just going to be about the essentials, the basic essentials of finding good, you know, of starting a hair business, excuse me. Now also, this is behind the scenes because I'm doing my makeup in preparation for filming something else, my marketing videos for my hair brand that I'm launching soon, which is this hair here that you see me wearing. So anyway, that's why this is considered entrepreneur life behind the scenes. In case you were wondering, you're like, sis, you're just doing your makeup, that's not behind the scenes. Yes, it is. And I have my laptop right there because I was trying to finish doing my logo. So I mean, technically we're in the middle of the action right now. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Please make sure to subscribe so that when all these other videos come up, you are first. You are one of the first Glam Gang members to see the tea. Okay. So anyway, going back to the tips. See, this is why I can't talk about other stuff when I'm trying to share information with y'all. ADD, so bad. Anyway, as I was saying, ooh, where's my primer? Where's my primer? Oh, here it is. Okay. So as I was saying, virgin hair, most people get their hair from AliExpress. Wow, I really just picked up from where I left off. Like, I'm proud. So most people get their hair from AliExpress, and like I said, if y'all would like a video on how to find good vendors on AliExpress from me, then let me know down below, and also thumb up the video. That lets me know you're enjoying the content and that you want more of this kind of stuff. All right, now I used to have a hair business before, and just to kind of like give you a quick little background story, I ended up losing my vendor. So if y'all would like a story time about that as well, let me know. So that's why I know so much, is because I used to have a hair company in the past, but there was also a lot of things that I did prematurely that I now have learned from, so that this time around I don't make those same mistakes again. So anyway, the virgin hair is going to be that kind of quality hair, and like I said, I'm not knocking that type of hair. I prefer raw hair, just because it's the highest quality that you can get, but we'll get into that later. But virgin hair is definitely a good alternative. Now the thing with virgin hair is that you have to do your due diligence as far as research, and obviously if you're here, that means you care about your business, you care about what you're selling to your customer, because you don't want to be lying to them, because your reputation is everything, you guys, and some people can't come back from a tarnished reputation. So it is vital that you take a moment and actually do your homework to ensure that the product they're giving you is exactly what you want, okay? If you're not happy about anything, you do not have to continue business with them. Do not feel obligated to any company for any reason, okay? They should feel obligated to you to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and selling you what they promised you, all right? So anyway, virgin hair, like I said, is processed, or excuse me, it's 100% human hair that has been steam processed, which means it has been steam curled to create a certain curl pattern. Okay, now within the virgin hair world, there are, I don't know why I said that twice, like I was OCD. There's different levels of hair. They have the mink hair, they have the 6A, the 3A, the 2A, the 10A, all these A grade hair. So I'm gonna break all that down right now. So mink hair, okay? I want you guys to tell me, before I even tell you what mink hair is, what do you think classifies as mink hair bundles? Like when you reach out to a company and they say, oh, we got 100% mink hair bundles, what do y'all think that means? I'm gonna give y'all a moment, or if you want to pause the video real quick and give me your answer in the comments. I really would like to know, because this one really baffles me. Like hardcore baffles me. All right, y'all got your answers? All right, so hopefully if you need more time, just pause the video and then come back and then hear the answer. Mink hair, before I tell you what it is, doesn't exist, okay? In the hair bundle world, hair extension world, mink hair does not exist. Say it with me. Mink hair does not exist. Okay? Mink hair, it doesn't exist. It's nowhere. It's nowhere to be found because it's not real. Okay? To be honest, it is a marketing ploy that was created, and I want to say by the Chinese people, and they're really smart for this, and we're kind of dumb for falling for it. But hey, if you're a good marketer and you've gotten people's attention and you've gotten them to spend money on your product because of what you said and how you worded something and how you presented it to the people, you're a master manipulator. Let me tell you that now. But going back to mink hair is animal fur. Like Lion King, okay? Like tiger, like lion, tiger, and bear animals, okay? So people hunt animals for their fur, and then they turn around and make things with that fur, such as coats, boots, hat, accessories, scarves, whatever you want that fur can be slapped on. That's what they do it. This is why PETA's around, okay? Companies like PETA, because they want to stop people from killing animals to make these superficial things. Now, I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you buy these things, but that's why people are against mink related things, okay? Because mink is the coat of the fur of the animal. Animal fur, I always say it backwards. It's animal fur. It's short hair, okay? Short silky hair from an animal. Used also in eyelashes, okay? There are such things as mink eyelashes. But the ones that you're getting off of AliExpress, if you have vendors on there, which again, most people's vendors are probably coming from AliExpress, it's not real. It's not real mink hair, okay? It's faux mink hair lashes, which is fake. Faux is fake. That's what that means. So faux fur, faux lashes, all that fake. F-A-K-E. I almost spelled that wrong. Okay? Faux just sounds like more fancy instead of saying fake, which has such a negative connotation to it. Again, it's all about your choice of words here, people. You can get very far by choosing the right words. So what happened was mink hair derived from the mink lash craze that happened. So I don't know, at some point like in the early 2000s, mink lashes was like, faux mink lashes like took over the world. That's when what's that one company that's so popular for their lashes? They have the Monocos is the style of lashes they make. What is that girl? Lily Lashes, Lily Gallici. She was like one of the pioneer lash companies when it came to the mink lashes. Like, she took off with that, let me just almost said something. She took off with that brand and literally made bank, right? So people going crazy over the mink lash trend and everything. So the Chinese was like, huh, if these people going crazy over mink lashes and we name this hair mink hair, we should get the same effect. And that's what they did. Y'all, I'm so horrible at multitasking. So I choose to be calm even in times of stress. Sorry, I have this affirmations notification on my phone, so every so often it sends me a different notification affirmation, and every time I get it, I say it out loud. No matter where I am and no matter who I'm around, I say it out loud. Gotta put it out there for it to be real. So anyway, going back to the whole mink thing. So the Chinese, they got clever. They were like, yo, if these people out here going crazy over these mink lashes, no telling what they're gonna do when they find out we have mink bundles. Even though it's the same shit we've been selling, we're just gonna call it mink now. So literally that is what they did. And then all of a sudden people started buying the mink hair. Okay, you following me? You catch my drift? All right. So, what happened? Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, sorry guys. Yeah, so that's what they did, and that's pretty much how mink hair took off. And then you have all these hair companies talking about some, yes dear, like when you go to inquire with them and you ask them, is this 100% mink hair? And they're like, yes dear, this is 100% mink lashes. They love using that dear term. Yes dear, yes friend. First of all, you don't know me. You don't even know my last name to be calling me friend. So please don't do that. You in my business, don't do that. Okay? You only know my first name, so address me as such, please and thank you. But yeah, they'll sit there and lie to you and be like, yes dear, 100% mink hair. Child, ain't nothing 100% except that bold-faced lie you telling me. So please spare me, okay? Spare me. I love this foundation. It's Beauty Bakery. This I will tell y'all, it's Beauty Bakery. I love them. I love their foundation, and their concealers are bomb too. But anyway, going back to the whole hair, the hair thing. So yeah, that's where mink hair came from, y'all. Mink hair is not real, okay? What dog do you know is walking around town with 40-inch hair waiting for you to wear it? Think about it. Okay? And it's just mind-boggling, like I was saying before. It's just really mind-boggling how people will argue you down that mink hair is real and that they got authentic mink hair. It's like, sis. Not even just women too, men too. Because, you know, obviously in today's day and age, you know, we got men in here in the weed world and whatnot, which is all fine and dandy. But it's just like, sis, sir, I'm gonna need you to do your research and stop being so gully. Okay, like everything that you see on the internet is not real. Just because it's on the internet don't make it real. It make it real confusing for people to trust the internet, but it's not real. All right, so just wanted to kind of point that out. But yeah, so again, guys, mink hair is not real. Okay, so get it out your head. Let's start fresh. I'm not judging you because you're here to learn. So yeah. All right, so then the other category of virgin hair is the letter grade system that they came up with. So pretty much, I guess after, I don't know if the letter grade system came first or if it was the mink craze. But anyway, the whole letter system pretty much is just another way for the Chinese to make more money off of us selling the same stuff. So what happened is, like around the I want to say like 2000, I don't even know, like 2012, 11, maybe even 2010, they came out with like the 3A and 4A hair, talking about, oh, this is the highest quality hair, we can get it for you, blah blah blah, it's the best quality on the market, right? Then the next year, oh, now we have 5A hair and this is even better quality than the 3A and the 4A, right? And then now we have 6A hair a year later. You know, they always trying to push new grades of hair so that it keeps you wanting to come back, and then it's the same. I feel like it's all the same hair regardless of the letter that comes behind the number. But then again, from what I've heard, is that they do different things. Like the lower grade hair might have like some synthetic fibers mixed in with it, which kind of goes back to that human hair blend I was telling y'all about. And then the other one is just, I don't know, there's different things with the grade of hair, and I'm not trying to find out what all is in that, because if it ain't real, I just don't want it, period. Because for all that, I could go to the beauty supply store. You feel me? Okay. So anyway, yeah, so you have all those grades of hair, which simply, it was just again, marketing ploys to make more money off of us by selling the same hair, recycling the same hair with new ideas, innovative ideas behind them. Again, very clever, these people. So then you have like the 10A, which is supposed to be like the top quality, if I'm not mistaken, before you reach the raw hair realm. Ooh, raw hair realm. That would be a nice business name for someone. You're welcome. So raw hair, right? So now we're to raw hair, which is the elite of all hair. All right. So raw hair is simply put as hair that has not been chemically altered or changed steamed wise in any way, shape, or form. So in other words, they chop off the hair from someone, they clean it, and then they flip it and send it and sell it to us. Literally, that is it. There's no coloring involved. They do not create a curl pattern of any sort. How you see it is how it will be. What you see is what you get type of situation, and that's that. And that's my personal favorite, which is right here in my head, okay? And I love it because it lasts the longest. Now, kind of to backtrack a little bit to virgin hair, depending on the quality of hair that your vendor has, can pretty much last you upwards of 6 months, maybe a year. Really depends on the person who's wearing the hair, because some people don't wear their weave that frequently and then others do. So just really depends on the person wearing the weave. But if you take good care of your bundles, meaning you wash the hair and it's decent quality from your vendor, then you should get a good 6 months out of it if you wear it on a normal everyday basis. If you're someone who does not wear weave that often, then you stand to have your hair lasting you even longer. And let's not talk about raw hair, because baby, raw hair quality is out of this world amazing. So if you buy that hair and you don't even wear that hair that much, you might not ever need to buy hair ever again. Quick little story time. I have some friends who supported me. I really have the best friends. I realize they always support everything that I do that I'm really serious about. Like, they can tell when I be bullshitting, and then when I'm really about, you know, my new venture or whatever, they're always supportive. So shout out to y'all. But anyway, back when I had my first hair business, I was selling Filipino hair, and I recently caught up with them, like maybe last week, and you know, because they're really excited about my hair launch and everything, and they just told me that they just recently threw out the hair that they bought from me way back then, which was like at least 8 years ago. That's wild that they had the hair that long. I've never had a customer tell me they've had the hair that long. That goes to show the type of quality that I want from my customers. Like, they have had the hair. Now obviously they haven't worn it like, you know, consistently, like every single day or something, but they wear it. When they do wear their hair installs, they wear it for a good couple months, and then they put it away, and then they bring it back out again. And they did that for like 10 years, I want to say. Did she say 8 or 10 years? I don't even remember, but that's wild, right? But that's raw hair. If you can get your hands on raw hair, you literally are, you stand to make a lot of money. Now, of course, not everyone is gonna want to spend money on the raw hair. So again, that circles back to what I said before. You have to know your customer. If you are trying to get Tisha from down the road who hair stays laid, but she don't want to spend over $400 or on her hair, raw hair is probably not going to be the best route for you, because raw hair is on the higher end. It's considered luxury hair because it's the best of the best. Raw hair is the elite hair. So, you know, you have to know your customer. And if your customer is not willing to, sorry y'all, it kind of cut off here, but if your customer is not willing to spend over $450 on their hair, then that's not your customer. Raw hair is not for them. You might want to stick to the more affordable, which is the virgin hair. So and technically virgin hair is supposed to be pure, right? But that name has been ripped to shreds in the hair industry, because raw hair and virgin hair are supposed to mean the same thing. But now in today's day and age, you gotta dissect the two, because raw and virgin are no longer the same because of all the different things that people have now confused virgin hair to be. Virgin, again, is supposed to be pure, because a person who hasn't had sex is what? A virgin, which means you have not been tampered with yet. So virgin and raw should mean the same thing, but unfortunately in today's day and age they do not. So anyway, raw hair is the elite of the elite, y'all. So if you're trying to get that top-notch quality, that celebrity hair, that's gonna be things like the Indian hair, that's gonna be things like Filipino and Vietnamese hair, all that kind of stuff. That Brazilian, Peruvian, Malaysian stuff that they be selling y'all, it's not real. Sorry to bust your bubble again, but it is not real, y'all. Think about it, okay? Now what I'm about to say is not to throw any type of negative connotation towards Brazilian people, but Brazilian people, for the ones I've come across anyways, are very superficial in the looks department, right? They love getting their hair done, but we all do. We all love getting our hair done. We all love, you know, being manicured, put together. Brazilian people are very much manicured people, you know. They used to be one of the top places, if not still one of the top places to go get surgery. You know, places down in South America, Brazil, Colombia, you know what I'm saying? DR. They're very much into their looks. So if you really sit and think about it, what temple do you think Brazilian people are going to donate hair, to shave off their head and sell to the world? They ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. I mean, there might be some people down there who do that, but it's not to the magnitude to where they're supplying hair for the whole damn world. I know that. I know they're not doing that. Now, of course, India, that's been proven. There's been movies about it, articles, all of that. So that's very liable. But to believe that Brazil has Brazilian temples where people are just shaving their head and donating it or doing whatever to supply hair for the whole world is just bizarre. And the same with Peru. Peruvian hair? Come on now. We have to think smarter. We have to think smarter. This is why I made this video, because I just feel like so many people take what they see and run with it without doing their due diligence. And then you want to sit here and tell your customers this is pure virgin hair. You don't know what customer is going to run across your brand one day. You might get a weave connoisseur like me who wants to take a chance on a business, maybe because we don't have time to go get the raw hair at the moment or whatever our reasoning is. And you're like, hey, yeah, I sell hair. I have real raw. I have real virgin Peruvian hair. I'm gonna look at you crazy, and then I'm gonna keep it pushing because you didn't do your homework. Now, if you tell me this is Peruvian hair, or if it's just virgin hair, but you don't tell me like it's based in Peru, because I'm gonna need you to show me receipts that you got your hair from Peru, if that's the case. Because with my raw hair, I can show you proof that my hair comes from where it comes from. But can y'all show proof that your hair came from Brazil, or that it came from Peru, or wherever, whatever? Probably not. So again, guys, just be very mindful of the products that you're trying to sell to your customer, and just make sure that whatever it is you choose to sell to these people, that they are aware of what they're buying, okay? You do not want to piss somebody off by telling them a story, selling them a lie, and then they find out otherwise, that what you told them was not true, because they're gonna try their damnedest to tarnish your reputation to the point you may not even get business anymore, because people can't mess with somebody that's gonna lie to them about, you know, what they sell just to take my hard-earned dollar. No, 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 honey. You ain't gonna do that to me. Or anyone else for that matter. So just really take your time to do your homework, okay, guys? Just please do that. All right, so pretty much I have like 2 other things. What else I gotta talk about? Yeah, I got 2 more things left. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so we got 2 more things and we are done. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is testing hair. Okay, so once you have figured out a vendor that you want to use to supply your business, now you have to test the hair to make sure that everything checks out, right? So this kind of goes hand in hand. You want to test the hair for a few things. You want to test it to make sure that it's human hair. So how do you know if it's human hair, right? Pretty much you want to do something called the burn test. Now, when you burn the hair, your hair is supposed to do something to determine if it's real or not. So in the comments, I'm going to ask you to answer this. When you burn real hair, right, real human hair, is it supposed to ball up into a ball, or is it supposed to burn up and turn into ash? Let me know down in the comments what you think the answer to that is. Again, when you burn real human hair, is it supposed to ball up into a ball, or is it supposed to ball up and turn into ash? Alright, so I don't know if you paused the video or if I sat long enough for you to answer me, but if you answered ball up into ash, you are absolutely correct. Okay, real Herman. I think I was thinking purr in my head, because that damn walk song is in my head right now, but I was like purr. Santana. But anyways, going back to the video, told y'all ADD. Real human hair turns into ash, okay? So if you get hair that turns into anything other than ash, you, my friend, have been duped. And hopefully you didn't spend too much money with that company when you realized it. Alright? Like, synthetic hair balls up. Like, you think about it, like when you get that Kanaka hair, that braiding hair, and you go to like burn the ends, like when you want to do box braids, typically you have to burn the ends, but obviously in today's day and age we now soak the hair in hot water. But before that we were burning the ends, right? And that's how we would get the hair to stay without unraveling. And whenever you did that, the ends would what? They would burn up into a hard ball and melt. Human hair don't melt, it just turns to ash. Well, it does melt, but to a certain point it will turn to ash at that point when it gets too hot. So yeah, so that's that. So anyway, we're doing good on time, you guys. So after you have determined that it has burned into ash, you also want to do some other tests. Like, you want to ensure that the hair bleaches. So you want to bleach the hair. You want to, you want to straighten it. So like, if I always would say get something like with a curl or a wave pattern to it, because then you can also test to make sure that it will revert back to the curl pattern. Because if it, all right, that kind of cut off there. I forgot what I was saying before it did that. So I think I was talking about testing the hair. I'm not really sure what I said about testing the hair. So I'm just gonna start from so testing the hair, you want to make sure that it is curly. I remember saying that much. You want to get curly or you want to get hair with some kind of curl pattern, because you want to ensure that whenever the hair gets straightened that the curl pattern reverts. Because if it doesn't and you're not aware of that, you're gonna have some very angry customers, and guess what? Again, your reputation will be tarnished, and you do not want that, okay? You do not want your reputation to be tarnished. Trust me. I haven't been there, but you just don't want it to be tarnished. Okay? Just think of like your favorite celebrities that, you know, do things that are always considered canceled, and some of them don't come back from that canceled stuff that people be talking about. So just be mindful of that, you guys. Be very, very mindful. Alright, so after you've done all those, well, in order to do that, you typically will have to buy a sample. Now, with some vendors, depending on the vendor, they will have something called MOQs, which stands for minimum order quantity. And each vendor is different. Some of them require one bundle to buy wholesale from them, while others require 10, some require 20. I've seen some vendors, mainly the Indian ones, require like 50 plus bundles in order for you to buy from them, period. So typically the workaround that would be, okay, if you need to test the hair, then they will charge you more, because that would be considered like a retail customer. So they would charge you more to order less. And then once you have, you know, confirmed that the hair is to your liking or not, then you can, you know, get back in contact with them if it is to your liking, because obviously you wouldn't continue with them if the hair was not, you know, to your standards, unless it's something that you think they can fix for you. But yeah, so then at that point you would go ahead and reach out to them and place your big order. So that would be how you would do that. So again, some companies don't do that. They don't even allow for the small orders at all. Some of them is like you just have to buy order large or not, because remember, wholesale means you're getting a larger amount of hair, and because you're buying larger amount, you want to get that discount. So in order to get the discount, you got to buy more. If you don't, then you can't get mad if they decide to tell you no. Like, that's just the way wholesale works. Now when you do buy hair, there's different types. There's typically two. You can either get bulk hair or wefted hair. Bulk hair is kind of like, pretty much to kind of make it easy to understand, it's going to be a hair that's not on the track. So pretty much like when they go to chop the ponytail off, how it's on, like tied up in that rubber band before they put it on the track, that's bulk hair. So that could be used for a number of things, like making those tips, like the I-tips, I think they call them, or just regular bulk hair for braiding or what have you. You know, people use them for a number of reasons. Or some people even use the hair, like take that hair and make their own bundle hair. I used to do that actually when I had my business the first time around, but it was so hectic, overwhelming and hectic. I don't think I would do that again. I would just let my vendor make the wefts for me and call it a day. But yeah, so anyway, that is what bulk hair is. So typically when you order hair from these vendors, you want to make sure you're using terminologies like weft hair or bulk hair, because you don't want to get, you know, like, oh, I want to buy a bulk of hair. No, that's not what that means to them. A bulk of hair literally means bulk hair. So you want to say, I want to buy, you know, a high quantity of hair, so they understand you mean like a high number of bundles or wefted hair. You want to say weft hair, you don't want to say bundles, because bundle can also mean a lot. Technically it is a word that can mean a number of things. So it can mean like, oh, I want to buy bundles of hair, and they could be looking at you like, oh, you want to buy like a high quantity. Meanwhile, you could mean you just want one bundle, like, okay, I want one weft, one piece. So always refer to it like as one piece. I want to buy 3 pieces of hair. I want to buy a 24-inch, a 22-inch, and a 20, or whatever lengths you choose, right? So just stick to words that make sense to them so that you don't have any room for error, because the last thing you want is to order something and then have to wait as long as you do from it to come all the way from China, only to see that it's not what you wanted. That is the worst feeling, and that has actually happened to me before. I learned my lesson though. Like I said, you'll learn a lot from your mistakes. So just be very, very precise, and never assume that they know what you want every time, because you know, over time you can create a relationship with people when you're ordering from them so much, but you never want to assume that your vendor just knows what you want, because you don't know if the same person you're dealing with is actually on the other side of that computer screen. It could be another employee who took over this person's account, and they don't know the relationship that you had with that other employee, and you go order something thinking that they should automatically know, and then you get something different. Whose fault is that? It's still yours, because you didn't take the extra step to be accountable for making sure that your product comes to you the way you want. Like when you're a business owner, there's no room for blaming anyone, pointing the finger at your co-worker or your boss, because you are the co-worker, you are the boss, you are the shipping company, you're the processing company, your customer care, okay? Hats galore. So there's no room to be blaming anyone but yourself in that situation. Now, of course, if you have done your due diligence and you still get the wrong order, then sometimes that happens. It's nature, you know, we're all human. Sometimes it happens. Very rare. But it can still happen, so keep that in mind as well. Now, when you order samples, not all vendors are going to offer samples. Typically, that's something that more so people here in the United States do. Like if you want to order a sample, they will give you like they'll use a bundle of hair and cut off maybe like 5 inches or so of the track so that you can do your mini test, like the bleaching and all that other stuff, coloring it to make sure it actually takes color. But the best way to sample hair is to actually buy enough hair for you to do an install and wear it for a few weeks. Typically like 1 to 2 months is ideal, because then you can pretty much tell at that point if the hair is going to act crazy or act right. Okay, so 1 to 2 months. Some people will say 1 month. I feel like 1 month is not long enough. I feel like if you cannot wear your hair for 2 months before selling it, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to know. Like I don't want it to just be 1 month. What if something happens after 1 month? Typically, if it makes it to that 2-month mark without issues or very minimal problems that you can tweak, then you're good to go. So I always go with the 2-month rule. But to each his own, okay? So yeah, so definitely. Now, of course, you do have to have the money for that, because again, not everybody is going to give you the wholesale cost because you're buying wholesale from them. That means you have to buy retail, and then when you're ready to go wholesale, then they will give you that rate. Now, if you're not able to afford to test the hair, I mean, you can always take that risk and hope that it works out, but that's a dangerous game you're playing because, again, you're risking your reputation. So you definitely don't want to do that if you can help it. Okay, because tarnishing that reputation, you only get one chance, and it can either go real left or real right. And in most cases, it goes real left. So you don't want to waste your chances on things that you could have avoided. You know, we're really eager to get our business going and do all the things that we want for ourselves, but no! But don't take any shortcuts, you guys, if you can help it. Just do your homework and be patient, and things will happen when they're supposed to happen. But if you decide that you just really cannot afford the hair, you can also offer drop shipping. Like, if this is a company you've purchased hair from before and overall you know their hair is pretty good, you haven't had any issues, if you want to choose drop shipping and they offer that, then by all means you can go for it. But again, that's still a risk because you never know if the quality has changed for the worse or the better. So I would still recommend at all costs to at least try the hair, because if your hair acts up and your customers are asking you, well, how do I fix it when it does this, you won't know what to tell them because you've never had the hair yourself. And on top of that, you rocking your own hair is the best form of advertisement. How are you going to be your own business and never have worn your hair before? That's crazy to me. Like, that is nuts, insane. Like, you are your best customer. Like, you have to be your own billboard. You know, like, look, I have to rock this all the time. And when you do rock your hair, make sure that it looks good, okay? If you are going out with the intent of trying to get more clients, which you should always be, but if you're purposely trying to do that, you really think that someone's gonna buy hair from you if your hair is looking crazy, it's not brushed, the curls aren't defined, or your lace is lifting, or, well, I mean, lace lifting is not hair quality related. That's more so just you not wanting to lay it down. But in general, the finished look definitely plays a big role in whether someone wants to at least check your website out or just be like, no thank you. Like today, for example, I went to the hair store to go buy some lip gloss and some other like little cosmetic essentials that I normally get from there. And the girl behind the counter, she's like, every time you come in here, your curls always look so good. She's like, I love your hair. And I'm just like, thank you. She's like, I'm gonna be getting hair from you. And I'm just like, thank you. And I had said nothing about my hair at all. She just looked at me and immediately started talking about my hair, because I took the time. I took an extra 10 minutes before I had to leave to make sure that my curls looked really nice. My lace wasn't laid down like 100%, but it was laid down enough to where like you'd have to be like in my business to see that it wasn't like laid or whatever. But overall, my hair looked really good. So just simple things like that will help you to grow your business. I mean, that's not all you have to do, but it is definitely a good start. You know, when people look at you and they can see something in you that they want for themselves, that's impressive marketing, okay? When you can get someone to want to look like you or want to have what you have, you're on the right track. So just keep that in mind. But I pretty much don't have anything else for you guys, so I'm gonna finish my makeup off camera real quick and then I'm gonna wrap things up with you. So I will be right back. Hey guys, so this is the final look. Anyway, that's it for the tips in today's video. Like I said, if you liked anything that I said and you would like me to continue this series, then definitely let me know down below by liking the video and also commenting on what you would like to see in another video, and I can definitely make sure to do that for you guys. So that's all I got for y'all, so I'm gonna head out because I got to record some other stuff now, and I will see you guys in my next video. And again, happy new year to everyone, and I wish y'all a very prosperous year and life. All right, I'll see y'all later.